How y'all doing this morning? All right. I saw my good friend Hal leave a minute ago. Sometimes you got to get him to speak up a little bit. Keep him real busy. He's got a lot going on in his mind. He's the man that's in charge of the budget and the appropriation process. So we're always on him to make sure that he cuts the funding towards any programs that could be used for abortion. So that's why he's important. Thank y'all for giving me an opportunity to speak to you all this morning. And you know, as a member of the freshman class, someone who had never been elected before, someone who had actually never been inside the United States Capitol until I got elected to Congress, I can tell you that I believe that I'm here because I had the courage of my convictions. I grew up in a very pro-life family. My mother is a pro-life advocate. I used to laugh reflecting back when I was in college. She used to make me donate on an annual basis to different pro-life organizations because I worked my way through college. And of course I'd say, well, what is this one? She'd say, don't worry about it. If you can go out and have a good time with your friends, you can spend a little money on this. Believe you me, it's worth it. You know, Louisiana, for the second time in 3 years, was named the most pro-life state. And so that means that those of you all who are not from Louisiana, I'm going to challenge you all to take us off the #1 spot. That means y'all got some work to do. And if you don't understand what I say, it's okay. A lot of people here in Washington don't either. It's just an accent. You know, in the 12 months that I've had an opportunity to serve the people of Louisiana's 3rd Congressional District, this year, well, last year, I was given the True Blue Award by the Family Research Council. It's one of the few times in my life that I've actually made 100% on anything. But it was one of those things that I was very proud to make 100% on, to get 100% on. And it's something that I came to Washington with that conviction of making sure that once and for all, one way or another, we overturn or repeal or do whatever we have to do to get rid of Roe versus Wade once and for all. And of course, with that 100%, you would know that, of course, I probably have 100% on co-sponsoring all pro-life legislation, letters, signing on to amicus briefs to the Supreme Court. I also wrote a letter, or joined in writing a letter of support to Representative Cliff Stearns. And those letters, and probably from the outcry of many of you, has called for an investigation of Planned Parenthood. Oh. We're going to get there. And I'll tell you, the way we get there is this year. Okay? Because every 2 years, we have an opportunity to step up, all right, to step up and allow our actions to match our rhetoric. Because every 2 years, the House of Representatives is up for re-election, the whole House, a third of the Senate, and then, of course, this year we get a bonus round because that means that the President's up for election this year. So we certainly want to take the opportunity to get vocal and to get active in making sure that we replace this President, so that we replace him with a President who has the courage of his convictions and who will tell us that he will nominate judges that respect the Constitution. And you see, if you respect the Constitution, then you respect life. See, it's just one. It fits. We don't. Just because you're pro-life doesn't mean you're anti-Constitution. So if you respect the Constitution, you respect life. And then, of course, the Senate is up. That's big. You know, that's huge because we get an opportunity to hopefully wrest control from the liberals in the Senate, all right? And we get an opportunity in the body that hopefully if we get a president who will nominate judges who respect the Constitution, then we need a Senate who will confirm. So you know, what I'm giving you is a laundry list of chores this year. You can rest after this year, okay? You take 12 months off. But you have to get involved. And then, of course, the whole House. The whole House is up for re-election. And here's the key for your representatives. You have to make sure that they match their action with their rhetoric. Because one of the biggest problems we have up here is the fact that we've allowed our representatives to tell us one thing and then come up here and do another. All right? We've allowed them, and sometimes they do it in a very clever way. You know, just like the other day, we had a vote of disapproval of the president to raise the debt ceiling. Well, that's always a gimmick, is what that was. Because we raised the debt ceiling back during the summer, at the end of the summer. That's a way for congressmen to hide behind bad votes. So you're going to have to comb through your congressman's pro-life record and find out if what he's telling you on those nice fancy slicks he's sending you in the mail on TV, if his actions are actually matching that rhetoric. And so, I came here to basically challenge you, to say, look, this is an important year. We got a president, we got a senator, and we got a House of Representatives. And please, 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 stay true to your beliefs and make your and challenge your representatives to stay true to their beliefs as well. Thank you all for coming today. You know, here's what amazes me. You know, it always tickles me during this week, because we have hundreds of thousands of people here in Washington today, and you're going to see people all over, and yet you're going to turn on the evening news, and you're not going to see anything. But I tell you what, you put 100 people in a tent, and you put them out there. I mean, look. Maybe we're going to have to start pitching our tents out there. But look, thank you all for coming. Thank you for staying true. And look, if you'd like to hear more about us, you can visit us at www.jefflandry.com. Thank you all for giving us.